Posters and wall art are the hottest categories in print on demand right now. From minimalist to typography and boho sets to Christmas and fall decor, buyers are snatching these up on Etsy and Amazon every single day. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact styles, the price points, and formats that are trending right now, and walk you through the step-by-step process on how to do the research, how to create the design, and ship your own posters or wall art using Gelato print on demand. So let's jump on these trends and start selling fast so you can make money. All right, so we're gonna be breaking down seasonal and evergreen like poster wall art trends. Okay, so we're starting off right here on Etsy, and you're gonna see over here trendy wall art 2025. Now, as we go into 2026, I want you to understand this right here. We're looking at stuff that's working in 2025, but most likely, if you understand the research here, you're gonna actually catch what's going to be happening in 2026 too as well, right? This is what's trending, but like most of the time, the same concepts, the same elements, unless you see a different pattern happening, most likely it's going to go trend over into 2026 too as well. And I'm looking at this right here. You see this like this cool little frog with the plant. I'm looking at this right here. This seems to be really cool. I like this style. We've been researching a lot of this stuff with Halloween. Now, Halloween is right around the corner, right? But if we click on something like this and we pop this open, without even me clicking on it, I understood, okay, this has to be good. Look at the creepy background. You got the cat, the pumpkin. This has to be really good. Okay, now, so this is like a digital download because the price point, if you see the price point, $212, right? And this is an idea too, right? If you're looking at this stuff and you're doing research, it doesn't just have to be the wall art or the posters. You actually can create like the actual image and people will print them themselves. Okay, so you're going to see it's a digital download right here. Pretty cool. Now, if we come over here and let's use this Everbee tool to look at the analytics. So the last month, you're going to see 96 sales, okay, which is crazy. Now, if we look at the all time, yeah, you can see, so in 2024, it got a couple of sales, but right now, it's booming. Okay, it's at its peak right now. So it's going all the way up and making a good amount of sales. So it's like basically create it one time. And if they're selling it, let's say 96 times, they're making over $200 just with this one listing. Okay, pretty much just the customer service, but also just that people are just buying it and they want this right here. They want to print it themselves or they want to put it on something. Okay, so just looking at the analytics of this right here, you can see this month 96 total, 278 views, conversion, listing age 12 months, and it's doing really good. And then as I refreshed it too, it has over 20 added carts, but 5 bought in the last 24 hours, which we know that there's a demand. So we're just looking to get an idea what's selling, what's doing good, what's not doing good. And then we come down here, we look at this cat right here with the martini, just holding a martini with just relaxing on the couch, black cat. It's doing pretty good, and it's selling consistently. 16 added cards. Let's see if it might be just a digital download to us. It's not a digital download. So if you look at the pricing, you can see the pricing here. So you can see as you change the pricing, the price changes to 25. And see if they're giving free shipping. So give you an idea, and you can look at the reviews too. You can see what else they're doing. Etsy is a big marketplace, especially for selling prints or anything custom. And now let's go over here. Let's move over to Amazon's bestseller. This is posters and prints. One thing is customization, right? Yeah, as far as look at customized canvas prints, you're going to see this is a wedding picture. See a lot of that being done. Photo prints. Okay, come down. We have this is a really cool vintage wall art. Rustic landscape wall decor. I like this a lot right here. This is pretty cool. Got the trees right there and the canvas. Let's go. Oh, look at this one. The witch's hat with the books and the candle lit with the pumpkins. And then we have another one with the ghost. That's pretty cool too. And then if you see, look at these BSRs, you can see that they're doing good. So Amazon gives us the BSRs. The lower the BSR, the more sales. Say if it's at 14, probably 14K is probably doing anywhere between 50 to 100 sales a day. Just a rough estimate off the top of the head. Okay, we have some more wedding. I'm seeing a lot of wedding, right? Another ghost. We're seeing what? Halloween right now. We're seeing wedding canvas, like special moments type pictures, and then funny bathroom pictures. Okay, that's the one. Some of the stuff I'm getting here. So keep that in mind when you're looking, and you may see something else that I don't see. You maybe want to go and then look at this one in here. This little UFO with the cow and the people from back in the day. Looks like an older picture. They're out there hanging out with the UFO, or the UFO's taking their cow. So you can see that what they're doing there. Now, Google search data reveals a fall 2025 home trends. Now, I'm looking at some of this stuff, right? You're seeing a lot of like pattern stuff. You can see there's a propeller right there, look like an airplane front. And then it's some more old school pictures. This is like a bunny. That's a cool. You see that? A bunny within a suit, right? Pretty cool. And then it looks like a woman's blowing some gum, right? You got a zebra flower dress, it seems like. Looking at some of this stuff just to get an idea like what's going on. But I think the best one right here, this is a really cool one right here, okay? Now, Gelato 21 wall art ideas to elevate your space in 2025. Okay, let's look at some of this. Understanding the impact of wall art on any given space. Now, see how the wall art's matching like the pillows and the couch, or the whole living room setup, right? Gives it that vibe. You got big buildings, rustic old school type of buildings, more of this pattern paint looking color, and then you got like this boat in the ocean looking over the city. So it's giving like the vibe, right? Like the bigger view of things, I feel like. And then you come over here, the wall art right here on the left hand side, you're seeing there's something right there. It's that kind of looks like a blend with all the pillows, right? You can see what they're doing there. They're trying to match everything, and this looks more of a paint, like a wall art paint, right? So then you're going to give you a breakdown of everything right here. Big one right here is AI generated prints, right? I think this is cool. Floating shelves are really cool. Neon signs, I see there's a lot of that going on. 3D wall panels to add texture, okay? Adding greenery, because this is cool too. A lot of people are adding hanging plants, right? Wood prints, that's really cool. So everything that we're going over is going to be all down below in the description. Okay, top 7 art trends shaping 2025. You're going to see right here, we went over this right here, and this, see the different prints. You can see the cities, stuff like that. This is more of the simple, artsy looking, rustic looking patterns on the wall. So now this is one thing too. If you're creative and you can do stuff like this, you can do stuff like this and you enjoy it, there's a possible chance that you can make a really big money when it comes to any of this stuff like this, okay? Mainly on this video, I'm going to cover over some of the AI art that I'm going to create inside of here and show you guys how to actually generate and then leverage Gelato to help us make a print, right? And then you can just do different patterns, and also too leveraging like you seeing like this personal stuff as far as for like dogs. I think this would be a really big one. I love it when you can personalize a dog poster, right? And then like I said, I have dogs myself, and then I have people in my family that have dogs. It's a memory type of thing, right? So you're capturing a memory, but people are really passionate about that, right? So it's cool. I think generating this type of stuff is really easy with AI, right? As long as you understand the prompts. I think that when it comes to this too, the color palettes, it all depends on the individual and what they are doing as far as like their decoration, what's their colors in their living room or anything like that. But this is some really good information. This is going to be all down below in the description. As you're going to see, this is a person's shopping cart. It looks like it's probably at Walmart. And you're going to see like these wall arts right here with the ghost. It looks like a haunted house, right? So these are different ideas that are circulating and floating around on the internet. I think when you're looking at this type of stuff, you have to understand and be aware. This is what I mean by doing research on social media just in general, because if you research it correctly, you'll see the trend in the store, but then you'll also catch the trend before it happens because you're paying attention to the patterns. And this is one way that you're going to get ahead of your competition by understanding this. So pretty powerful. And also too, here are a few other ones that we're going to go over real fast. See the boho style wall art. You're going to see that boho style right here. So you're going to see that this is digital download right there. They buy it one time, they can keep selling it over and over, so they can just probably just update that. All right, so here's this natural pastel posters. So like more of evergreen style ones, right? Okay. So this is more of like a fillers in the wall. They create this type of stuff and people are out there buying it. So you never know what people are buying until you're doing research. Always keep that in mind. Next one was poster sets of 3. We went over this one right here, the boho style. You can see how they're selling it like a set of 3, right? If you come over here, you're seeing like, just get an idea if they're doing it like the Halloween style. This is really cool right here. When they do a set of 3, it's like raising the order value, because if the person just likes the one riding the bike right here, they're going to end up buying all 3. These are really cool concepts and really cool ideas. And obviously 19 add to carts. This is listed a month ago and it's making sales, most likely going into Halloween. And this is a digital download. This one is going to sell a lot more than what it is right now with 19 add to carts. Think of different ideas. This is a cool one too as well. Next going to be posters for kitchen. Keep this in mind. So in the kitchen, we dance, and cat lovers, anything you can think of when it comes to anything like this. So if you come down, you're going to see like different seasonings, baking, let's eat, and There's so many different concepts you can do right here by looking at this, different breads. So you're covering a lot here. So if you're in the space, I'm showing you all this right here because the goal is to like inspire you, give you an idea, give you a clue what's selling, like how they did the fruits here. Pretty cool right here, the chocolate, the peppers, and the bread, coffee. And then look, you got these like scary looking like vegetables, right? Carrot pickle. You got cats eating ramen. And we know this is very popular with t-shirts because we do a lot of t-shirt ideas over here, milkshakes, stuff like that. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's generate some prompts because I'm gonna leverage AI here to actually create these style designs. And all I'm gonna do is take a screenshot, give ChatGPT an idea of what I want. Give me wall art. Now you can do wall art, poster, whatever product that you're doing. Okay, just take the idea and the concept here. Let's go ahead and hit generate. Now you can just literally just go down the list too, because let's say, okay, we like this concept. So ChatGPT is going to go ahead and do that. I'll just place that one into there too and take the same concept there. And we'll just boom. Same thing here. The main thing is just gather up as much information as you can as possible, giving it like, because you're trying to create like your own, like you get the idea, the concept, right? You know that it's trending. We know people are buying it. We see it in stores. We see it on Etsy. We see it on Amazon, top sellers. That's the main thing too. You want to stay ahead of all the patterns. You see all these patterns, it's your turn to create something of your own. That's the main goal here. You want to create something that is really cool. Now, we'll take one of these prompts and we'll plug it in here and then create image and then hit paste and then we'll let it do its thing. And then we'll do the same concept over here in Ideogram AI, depending on the size, right? But I think let's go ahead and go with the 4.5. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit that. And then let's go ahead and generate right there. And obviously I just did 3 on purpose. It's up to you, right? If you like any of these prompts, we're taking the first one for the sake of this video to show you what you can do here and how we can do things, right? The concept we got from this one is the first one here, which is over here, okay? We're getting the idea from this. Now, if you want to go ahead and create like a second one, you can do it, but this one is legit, right? We're not like copying it. It's like we're creating our own prompt. It's creating a unique prompt from us. And when you're comparing it to this one's totally different. And then if we come down to this one, this is totally different. Pretty dang cool. Let's come over here into Ideogram and see what it created over here. It looks like it's trying to get the concept. It's pretty like detailed though. The jack-o'-lantern's a little messed up. Now, when it comes to certain things like this, if you like the idea, you may have to go in here and do a little bit of editing. But I love like the reflection of the ghost. Pretty clean. This one, pretty clean too as well. You got the little windmill in the back. A little different with the feet, right? Another one. The jack-o'-lantern's pretty nice here. It's lit up. Pretty clean. Did a really good job over here. Now this time, we came from this one, right? Now we come over here and you're seeing like that you got a cat, you got a ghost. That's maybe the concept and the idea and the theme that you're going for. This can be something right here because you can definitely see it still. Just got to look at it a little bit. Got the moon, got the bats, got the pumpkin right here. 2 ghosts, witch hat, cat with the witch hat. Pretty clean, right? We come over here. Let's check this out. All right, this one's a little bit more, I think more like detailed, more cartoony a bit, but it has a little light right there, candle, jack-o'-lantern, ghost, the bats, the moon in the back. It's pretty dang good, right? You seen all this and it's really cool. So that one's legit too. It's all personal preference at the end of the day when it comes down to this, but this is nice too. Keep in mind too, these are all downloadable. I can download this in the JPEG format. Now let's move on to the next one. Oh, dang. Okay, now the concept from this one, we went down, we grabbed it from here. You can see that's a little bit more lit up here. You got the cat, got the ghost sitting down on the little bench with the jack-o'-lantern. Pretty cool. It's lit up. It's more of a darker vibe, spooky. I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. All right, now let's go over here. These are not as dark, but they're more detailed, right? In a way that they're still good, but they're just different. These are my favorite ones. You can see how I created them, put them together, then put them on that. Next, we're going to go ahead and put them on a canvas wall art just to get the idea how it all comes together. So I think I'm probably going to be doing 2 canvas wall arts, one of a dog, and then we're going to go ahead and do the actual ones that we created inside of AI here. Now I'm actually logged into the back end of Gelato. Now we're going to be using this you can connect it to your own website. So like TikTok Shop, Amazon, Etsy, Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, Squarespace, and BigCommerce. So you can connect to all of those right there. Now we're going to go over down to the bottom to wall art. Just a few different, look at, they have a ton of different stuff back here. And even had the wood prints. Okay, so that was one thing that we seen and we were like, whoa, wood prints. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then the wooden framed posters, those are pretty cool too, the premium wooden posters. But I wanted to see, so if we go ahead and download that design, and then I want to come over here into, let's click on wooden posters, and you're going to see the price ranges too as well. So keep in mind when you're looking at this stuff, you're going to be selling over on Etsy. All right, let's say something like this one. It looks like this one it has add to carts. People plan on buying that one. Okay, so if we come over here, so no frame. Okay, and then you're seeing like wrapped canvas, natural frame. You're seeing the price points go up here. Okay, you're using this drop down bar, however you want to sell. Okay, and you could do all these type of prints inside of Gelato, right? So just keep in mind of the price point on Gelato, and then keep in mind of the Etsy fees, and then the actual pricing to the customer, what you're seeing right here. And if you come down, if they have free shipping, right? But then we're coming over here, Gelato. You're seeing that we can offer that too as well. So you're seeing posters, right? That's like paper, no frame. We got wooden, okay, and then we got canvases, okay, and then we got framed canvases, okay, which are pretty cool. And then we got the wooden prints. So going over that, come back and over there, and look at this one. You can see the drop down. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at that wooden frame. Now I want to get an idea of that actual, so the vertical. So then you can check vertical, horizontal. You're seeing the price points right here, depending on the size, right? Let's say 5x7, looking at everything, it's looking to be like 25, 26. Okay, so you have to adjust your pricing based on that, right? You're seeing like the white wood, dark wood, black, and then they're giving you a breakdown right here. Come in here to create order, and then we have the dark wood. I want to see the specs. So the DPI is pretty low, but it's going to fit in. Look at how it looks in there. And if you don't like the dark wood, we can just change it to black right here, and then boom, change it to black. But it's pretty clean, right? But the only thing is the DPI is pretty low. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to bring this up a bit. Now, what I used was the Upscale AI image. This is a free tool. Okay, I'll put that down below in the description too as well. But I just uploaded it, did it by 4x. You can do 2x, whatever you want to do right here. Then it'll give you like the before and after. Select the output, then you just hit the upscale. So it's going to go from this file dimension to this file dimension. Okay, and then if we come over here into Gelato, you're going to see the DPI is 754 DPI. Compared to the old one, it was like 188. Now we're good, ready for print. Should come out clean. And this is going to be one of the prints here. All right, so I have a dog image too as well. So let's go ahead and do the vertical. The price will increase. Let's go ahead and do 6x8, create order. And then as we create the order, upload, see right there in the right hand corner, that's good, 486. So this is a good picture. So that's good. Same thing here. Obviously when you come in here, you can edit anything as you go along right here, but this is the image, so we're good. All right, and I think this is very cool right here. They actually have a calculation. So to give you an idea, when you start to do research, so basically see how much you can earn selling wall art with Gelato. And you can just do, let's say the frame post, you click on any of these, you can canvas, you can see how it changes as I'm clicking over here. So say a shipping destination, and give you the shipping destination, so the US, for example. And it's basically, so 30 by 40 centimeters. That's the one that they're giving us. So the selling point, let's say $50. So $50 seems like a good price, right? And then we get 30 sales a month. That would be profit margin around 45%. So we're making $670 per month, which is really nice. Okay, so if you get something, let's say bare minimum. Okay, let's say you get something, you barely start, you 20, right? You get that idea. Let's say you do 10, that's 200. It's a lot of money, right? But this is very powerful right here. This is really cool. I'll link this down below in the description so you can actually mess with this tool. So there you have it. I hope this helps you understand exactly how to do the research, how to create a trending design idea, like exactly how I did with the Halloween design, and then also create your own personalized design, like using a dog. So if you're ready to start your own wall art print-on-demand business, I linked Gelato down below in the description, so get started with that. You'll get 50% off your first order. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel with notification bells on, because I'll be dropping weekly content like this to help you with your business. And watch this video right here next if you want to see how I use Gelato even more. Peace out.